the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chocolate.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Set, ready, 10-2 stop. Go on. Hurry. Ready.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. He'll look to throw. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 22.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Squeeze. Tighten up. Hatch it. 50's the mic. Now. Let's go, D.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ready? 70, Indy.
They'll drop the throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Set up, 50, plant. Mike 54, Mike 54. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. Five.
They'll run on first down. Wood. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, watch your leg. Joker. Go.
Here's Wood. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Ricky.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 32-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Tyler, 64, weak. Shoot.
Now they try the right side here. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Check. Hey, high 7.
2nd and 4. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
General West.
Now Wood. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. It's caught by Aguilar. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A Steeler first down on a pickup of 11 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
2 yards on the pickup.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go. 10-2, sir.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
5.
Looking to throw. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarran Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Break.
3rd and 20, and no surprise, the defense in the dime.
No chance. Shoot.
Now back to throw. Got his man there. It's Wallace, complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, it could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Go out. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Now.
They'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
He looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Fielded just inside the 20. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Ready.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Smith. Get it.
Back to throw here. He's able to find Wallace. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, they're scared.
Bam, bam.
Check, lucky.
They go.
He'll look to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
Rock it, rock it. Check 24, check 24. Let's go.
Back to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. This pass complete to Higgins. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
61, matchbox lights. And Alpha. Look at me. Door. Leo.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Slam. Kill. Turn.
Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Set. 10-2 stop. Yes.
Come to me, it's me.
Hey, orbit.
Mike's 50.
Hard. And ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Let's go.
Ready?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Go.
Mike 5-4.
Deep grip.
This is Wood. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
You better be afraid of me.
On 3rd down, it's Wood. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Check curls.
They'll throw now on the final play. Going top shelf. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll keep it on the ground again. It's Wood. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. They'll set up a throw. And that's complete to Croft. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Steelers' 30-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Now this time he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to let it go deep. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jamison Crowder. His first touchdown of the new season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
Check three. Shit! Watch the shit! They go!
On 1st down, it's Wood. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Check. Watch 54. He can't hang. He's not going to give me.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And this will be a touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll run on 1st down. Wood, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
The Steelers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Let's go, baby.
First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Switch. Hey, lock it. Come.
Hey, switch gears. Check the backer.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10. At
Ready,
their
set.
48-yard line.
Right there. 54 Mike. Yeah.
On 1st down, it's Wood. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
We go. 18 Gator.
2 yards on the pickup.
Get it.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
By Chase Winovich.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
I'm going to hit you.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
65. He's checking. Let's go.
They'll set up to throw.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And that will be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. There he goes, right side. And a huge play that time. 63 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Ready?
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Now a handoff looking right. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They'll run here on third and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Right 42. Not today, you are. Not today.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll have a first down past the 40. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, partner, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
We take a win, Tony. Wahoo!
Darnold. Dancing to his left. Now, Darnold, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Rock it.
Now they try the right side here. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Okay, ready? Line 5. Watch the curl.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Ready? 60 out now.
And open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Jets' 48-yard line.
Too soft. Look at me. Door. Check that side.
They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
It's just me and you. Hey! He's coming. We got double up. Check 3. Leo. Check 50. Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, seam 6.
Now they try the right side here. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
Ready, ready. 50, plant. Check four. Jim. Shoot.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Badgley able to knock this one through, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Bell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And his guys are going to take over at at their own 48-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Set, ready? 8, read. Look, squeeze. Hey, Delta. Hey. Check Mike 12. Mike 12.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Go. Hey, high 7.
From the gun, Meredith. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8. They'll run it with Bell. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
3rd and 7.
We're going to start. 44, Mike, 44. Hey, let's get this.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold found his target. It's Anderson. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
We're going to start. 44 is the Mike. It's a party. It's a party now.
They'll run on 1st down. Bell. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Darnold looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
A 51-yard attempt.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A final shot before break. Meredith going up top. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready. 70, Indy. Rock it. Snap.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Look at me. Go. Steve Griffin.
Now they try the right side here. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
80 weapons. Check safety. Check. Lucky.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Strong leg. Come on.
Back to throw, Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looking to throw on second down. Darnold. That one complete to Anderson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Bell. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, echo. D-line, get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Watch twin.
They'll go again with Bell. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you've got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go for it with Bell, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Le'Veon Bell stops short of the line to gain. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line ready to go. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Ready? 15 line. 15 line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hard.
Switch. Check. He's coming. Double up.
Go.
That'll be caught by Kupp. He's at the 40. The 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Cooper Kupp, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Check motion.
On first down, Darnold. Open man is QT, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 6 there on first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On second down, Love. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. On the catch, it's Crowder. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Darnold from the red zone now. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh? Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board. And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout. Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Coming to you. 40.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
On the set.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
I know you felt that one.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Watch safety creep. Watch
Hey, wahoo!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Big ass.
Go out! Check hot route. Hot. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. 2.
Now a handoff looking right. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Javon Hargrave in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now it's Darnold. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 37. Oh, some strong running. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Mike 12. I got you.
Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Come on, QB, come on.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for New England, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else, in their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they suffered just their second loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.